Hey, how's it going? Good, I hope. I'm going to play some Gradius. This is obviously the Famicom version. We got Gradius in North America. There were a bunch more games in the series in Japan that we didn't get. We got a game called Life Force, which in Japan was a game called Salamander. And then Japan also got Gradius 2 and Parodius, which is kind of like a spoof of Gradius, using cute characters from different Konami franchises. But this is the original Gradius. This is the one that it was originally an arcade game that got ported to the Famicom. And it's a classic. So here we go. We're going to see how far we can get, by the way. This isn't going to be a complete playthrough. Just disclaimer. So for anyone who doesn't know how this game works, you got to collect the power-ups, and then they give you the opportunity to... they cycle through the power-ups at the bottom for each one that you collect. You might notice that little yellow marker moving around. And as each one becomes highlighted, you then have the opportunity to either engage it or to wait to collect another power-up to have the meter advance one so you can go after the next option. So it's a pretty unique system for a shooter. Oh wow, well done. It's also really hard to get anywhere after you've died once if you don't... it's one of those games where you don't want to die, like, at all. It's often better to just start over, but let's see what we can do here. I'm far from an expert at playing this game, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm just thinking ahead to this part. This part is not going to be fun, being as underpowered as I am. You can sort of get away with hiding up here in the corner. It's a lot safer if you've got your options, but you can kind of chill here, and if you get lucky, there you go. You can kind of avoid getting taken out by those stones. And now we've got the boss of the game. And all of the boss fights are basically just fighting this thing over and over again. If I remember correctly, it's called Big Core. And the trick is, there's some vertical bars there that you need to try and shoot. See there, I just got rid of one. So you take those out, and that opens up a pathway to hit the core, which right now is orange. There we go. Okay, so now I should get another... The way the game's structured is there's these sort of like interspace stages where it's basically the same pattern of enemies for the most part. You can fairly reliably count on what power-ups you're going to get if you manage to take them all out. Like you can position yourself in the same place. And then that will lead to like a proper stage, which is unique. So you can see that coming up here. And the music's unique, and this is just, it's a fantastic game. It's not particularly easy, but it is great. And I love it. The whole series is awesome. 2 is probably my favorite, just because it's more refined, it's more advanced. You might notice, if you're familiar with the arcade version, that you can have 4 options in that. In this, you can only have 2. Which some have said were a limitation of the console, but that's not true, because you can have 4 options in the sequel, and I believe somebody actually hacked a version of this game to allow you to have all 4 options. Okay, so now I've got my shield, so this should be... I should be able to do fairly well for a little while. I've never beaten this game. I've never beaten any of the Gradius titles, but I enjoy playing them. Alright, so now, where we had the volcanoes in stage 1 as kind of like the stage-specific boss, we've now got these things that kind of appear and all of a sudden and track you and come after you, and then we'll fight Big Core again. So each stage sort of has... It feels more like a mini-boss. Each stage has a mini-boss, but it comes right before the Big Core. But then the Big Core is not that hard, so... See? It's not that bad to take out once you're kind of powered up here. Now I'm using the laser weapon. There is something called a double, which I will show you how that works. There you go. So that's the double. So the lasers go through stuff, but the double shoots multiple directions at the same time. I tend to prefer the laser, personally. I like that it goes through the enemies. It's a little bit easier to deal with. I'll probably get that again. Oh, I got a free life. Sweet! And I think the laser's a little stronger, too. I think it takes everything out a little bit faster. So these Moai heads you can only destroy when the mouth is open and they're actively shooting at you. They're little like death Cheerio things. Oh, taking shots. So this shield does protect me from all sides, but it's got limited hits, and it'll turn orange. Yeah, see, so now it's orange, so one more hit and then it will go away. And I'll have to try and replenish it if I want. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, see there, I lost my shield. Now it gets harder. Because it is a one-hit death shooter, which was pretty standard for the time. Still frustrating though, but if I can get enough power-ups, I should be able to get my shield back. Alright, let's go. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, so I haven't played much past this point. Which sounds crazy because, you know, the game, it's not that long of a game. It doesn't seem like it should be that big a deal to get this far, but it's quite a difficult game. You may have noticed there the blue power-ups are a screen clear. There we go, got my shield back. Yeah, blue power-ups, they destroy everything that's on screen. And the orange ones just advance your meter at the bottom there. It's quite a cool system, really. Oh, slow down. Hello, slow down. Fun fact. Slow down on the NES is something that programmers were very aware of as a problem, and some of them actively did it on purpose to try and maintain everything going on in the game. I don't know if that's the case here, but it's very clear that there's some serious slowdown going on. And given what's happening, it's actually pretty unnecessary, so I'm going to guess it was probably just a lack of familiarity with how to program for the console at the time. If I remember correctly, the 6502 CPU, which is what the NES and the Famicom both use, was not widely known in Japan at the time, so there weren't many, really quality programmers for it. They were used to using other CPUs. So who knows what sort of difficulties everybody faced in trying to develop for it initially until it was more widely... until people had gotten used to working with it. Oh boy. Slowdown City. Oops. Okay. That was actually pretty tricky. So, I think the big core shoots more often the further you get in the game. This is about as far as I've seen. So who knows how it'll go from here, but let's find out. Let's see what we can see. I'm always a little bit unsure if I should be trying to switch to the double or stick with the laser for everything. Okay, we got like a crystal cave or something here. Oh, cool. Neat. Yeah, I have not seen this before. So let's see how we can do with it. Like amoeba enemies. They look like something that would go on to be used in Life Force and Salamander. They're giving me lots of power-ups. They must be expecting me to die a lot here all of a sudden. So, just because I'm not sure how many hits I have left on my shield, I should try and avoid taking a power-up just to we'll see how we can navigate this. Hopefully... Oh, okay. What's this? That... Is anything happening? Am I getting through? Or is this just like a survival thing? This might just be a survival thing. Okay. Alright. Cool. No big core on this one? No big core on this one. Alright. Well, let's go. I don't know what this is going to look like. There we go. So I got a shield reset. Perfect. And yeah, I've definitely not seen this part of the game, so I don't know what to expect. We're just reacting to a lot of bullets. Wow. Holy moly. Oof. Oh, my shield. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, we're not gonna do well now. Nope. This is probably going to be where it gets called, because I don't know how to... Yep. I don't know how to get through this with no power-ups. This is the one design flaw for the game, because, I mean, yeah. Of course, it was made at a time when it was all about munching your quarters. And because it was a quarter muncher, it didn't need to be fair. Nope. Yeah, I think this is going to be it for us. This is about as far as we're going to make it. Yep. Well, I don't know how close to the end I got, but that's Gradius for the Famicom. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, and do me a favor and take care of yourself, okay? Bye-bye.